Hello O-level students. Today I am going to do another model paper with you. So after doing all 1000 question short question series, we thought of doing 5 model papers for you. Before the exam, make sure that you try out all 5 model papers and be confident to do your O-level exam. So in this paper 1, model paper 1, you get 2 hours. As usual, part 1, you get 25 short questions, that's part A, and 5 long questions. So each question worth 10 marks in part B and 2 marks each for part A questions. So make sure that you try all the questions because these are new questions to you. Not taken from past papers, all are new to you. So make sure after you do all papers, you can try my model papers. So you get 25 short questions. So part A, first page, you get questions 1 to 7. Page 2, you get questions 8 to 13. Third page, you get 14 to 19. Next page, you get 20 to 25. Then you get part B. First 2 questions, 3 and 4, and the last page you get 5th question. So make sure that you take a photocopy first and then you try out. The spaces are given so you can answer in the space provided. So let's do model paper 1. Let's take question number 1. Price of 2 mangoes and 5 oranges is 330 rupees. What is the price of 6 mangoes and 15 oranges of the same kind? So we'll try to do 2 mangoes, 5 oranges. That's equal to 330 rupees. So same kind, 6 mangoes and 15 oranges, you need to find out the price. Now look at carefully. 2 becomes 6 multiplied by 3. Here also 5 becomes 15 multiplied by 3. So you can easily find out by multiplying this by 3. 3 times 0, 0. 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 3, 9. So 990 rupees. So you get 2 marks for this. Question number 2. Find the value of y when x equals 8. Substitute x equals 8. So we'll substitute there. 3 times 8. Here 8 over y. Now try to simplify first. 12 minus 3 times 8, 24. 8 over y. 12 minus 24 minus 12. Minus 12 equals 8 over y. So what happens to y? Y equals 8 over minus 12. 8 over minus 12. So divide by 4. 4 times 2, 4 times 3. So you get y equals minus 2 over 3. So just substitution there. You get 2 marks for that. Algebraic fraction subtraction. Solve the simple linear equation. So what is the first step? You have to find out the lowest common multiple of 3x and 4x. What's that? That's 12x. So 12x is there. Convert to 12x. Multiply this by 4 and multiply this by 3. 4 minus 3, 1. 1 over 12x is equal to 1 over 24. Now, when you cross multiply, you get 24 equals 12x. Divide this by 12. X equals 2. So, you get 2 marks for that. Question number 4. According to the information given, find the values of A, B, C. Look at carefully. These two lines are parallel. So, one point should be F. You don't need letters there. So, here, what can you say? This angle and this angle are allied angles. Add up to 180 if the two lines are parallel. So, what's A? 180 minus 60. So, you get 120 there. So, what about the other angle? Look at carefully. This angle and this angle. Alternate angles are equal when the two lines are parallel. So, B equals 40. Now, easily you can find out C. This angle is equal to this one. Again, alternate angles are equal. So, 60 equals C plus B. B equals 40. So, what is C? 60 minus 40. You get 20 degrees. So, we found A 120, B 40 and C 20 degrees. So, you get 2 marks for that. If 2 correct, you get half of a mark. That means 1 mark there. Question number 5. Simplify far as possible. So, you have to first simplify square root inside. But here there's another square root. So, you have to simplify that one first. What is square root of 16b squared? Square root of 16b squared. 4 squared is 16. B into B, b squared. So, what's the square root? First, you can do that part. A squared b divide by, this is 4b, into b squared over a squared. Then, square root of a squared b divide by 4b multiplied by b squared over a squared. So, you can rewrite that as division here like this. Now, you can simplify common terms. B get cancelled out. A squared with a squared. So, what you get? Square root of b squared over 4. So, square root of b squared is b. Square root of 4 is 2. So, the final answer is b over 2. So, you get 2 marks. Question number 6. Convert this fraction to recurring decimal. So, recurring means repeating the same digits again and again. So, how you convert? This is long division. 3 divided by 11. 0. Then you have to take 0. 11 times 2, 22. 8 remaining. For 80, that's 7. 77. So, 3 remaining. For 30 again, 2. 22. So, can you see? Same thing repeating. And here you get 8. For 80, that's 7. So, can you see? 2, 7, 2, 7 like that is repeating. So, how can you write? 0.27. Here, either you can put a bar above the 2 digits. That means both are repeating. Or you can put 2 dots above. 27, 27 like that. So, this is the recurring decimal. You get 2 marks for that. Question number 7. 35% of students are boys and the rest are girls in a school. If 1300 are girls, how many students are in that school? So 35% boys. Then how many girls are there? What's the percentage of girls? 100 minus that. So girls becomes 100 minus 35, that means 65. 65%. So 65% means 65 over 100, that means 1300. How many are in the school altogether? So you have to find out. This is 65 parts. 1300, that's divided by 65 and multiplied by 100. That's full parts. So here what you get? 13 times 5 is this. So 13 times 1, 13 times 5, so 5 times 20. So 20 times 100, 2000 students are all together. So 2 marks for that. So you can spend only 2 minutes maximum, and then 10 minutes you can spend for checking your answers. Question number 8, you have given 25, 21 and a half, 18, 14 and a half. Find the nth term of the given arithmetic progression. Arithmetic means common difference is there. So how you find out the difference? You can do, which one is easy? 14 and a half minus 18. That's common difference. Any two consecutive terms, any term minus the previous term. So what you get? This one 4.5. So 18 minus 4.5, 14.5. You get 3.5, but it's negative. Negative 3.5 or 3.5. Negative 3.5 is the common difference. So what's the nth term? First term is 25 plus n minus 1 d. d is, you can write negative 3.5. So simplify here, 25 minus 3.5 n. This one minus minus plus 3.5. So 25 plus 3, 28.5 minus 3.5 n. That's the nth term or general term. So you can rewrite as a fraction, 28.5 minus 3.5 n. So you get 2 marks. You can keep the answer in decimals or fractions. Both ways you get full marks. Question number 9. Interior angle of a regular polygon is 60 degrees more than exterior angle. How many sides are there in the polygon? So it says interior angle of a regular polygon is 60 more than exterior angle. If x is the exterior angle, what is interior? X plus 60. Now we know the sum of angles. Interior plus exterior is 180. X plus 60 plus x is equal to 180. 2x plus 60 equals 180. 180 minus 60, you get 120. Divide by 2. X becomes 60 degrees. So that's exterior angle. How many sides are there? If it's a regular polygon, we can find out number of sides using 360 over exterior angle. Because we know sum of all exterior angles add up to 360 for any regular polygon. Regular or irregular, but here to find out number of sides, you are considering only regular polygons. So 360 divide by 60. You get 6 sides. What's the name? Hexagon. That's an hexagon. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 10. What is the smallest integral value that satisfies the inequality? So fractions are there. So you don't need to worry about fractions. You have to first get rid of the denominator value. So 2 and 3. Lowest common multiple is 6. So what we can do? Multiply the whole equation by 6. Half into 6. 2x minus 5 plus 2 into 6. X over 3 into 6. So you get 2 times 3. 3 times 2. So what you get? 3, 2x minus 5 plus 2 times 6, 12. 2 times x, 2x. Now expand brackets. 3 times 2x, 6x minus 3 times 5, 15 plus 12 greater than 2x. Now 2x, take it to this side. 6x minus 2x, 4x greater than. Now take 15 to the other side. Plus 15, minus becomes plus. Plus becomes minus. 4x is greater than 15 minus 12. That's 3. And when you divide both sides by 4, you get x greater than 3/4. So x greater than 3/4 means when you draw the number line, zero, 1, 2 like that. So 3/4 means in between 0 and 1. So this is the value x is greater than that. So what is the smallest integral value, integer value you get? Here, that's 1. So smallest integral value is 1. So x equals 1. That's the smallest integer. 2 marks for that. Question number 11. 2 equations and 2 unknowns we call simultaneous equations. Show that L1 and L2 are parallel, giving reasons. So if the 2 lines are parallel, what can you say about the 2 lines? The slopes are the same. Gradient is the same. So gradient is the same. So you have to show that gradients are the same. So take L1, we'll make y as the subject. 3y becomes, take all the other terms to the other side, minus 2x plus 1. Then y becomes minus 2 over 3x plus 1/3. That's the first equation. Take the second one and make y as the subject. 6y becomes minus 4x plus 3. Divide both sides by 6. Minus 4 over 6x plus 3 over 6. You can simplify. Minus 2 over 3. Divide by 2. Half. Now, what can you say about the slope or the gradient? Gradients are the same. So, you can write this is m1, m2. m1 is equal to m2. So, that means lines are parallel. Lines are parallel. So 2 marks for that, showing that the 2 lines are parallel because of same gradient. Question number 12. Find the surface area of a cuboid with length 20. So cuboid means you get rectangles. Length is 20 centimeters. Width is 10 centimeters. And height is 5 centimeters. What's the surface area? Can you remember the method? We write down the 3 values. As the vertex of a triangle, and you do multiply this with this with this, and this with this. So you multiply, and you have to multiply by 2 because 2 sides for each surface you get 2 sides. Bottom and up, same rectangle. This side and this, you get the same rectangle. So 3 types are there. So what's the surface area? 2 times 5 with 20, 20 with 10, and 10 with 5. So what's the answer? 100, 200, and 50. So you get 2 times 350, that's 700. And what's the unit? This area, centimeter squared, is the area of this surface area of the cuboid. So 2 marks for that. Question number 13. Find AC in terms of L and theta. This is a right angle triangle. So you can use trigonometric ratios. So CATOA. What is AC? To this angle, this is opposite, and this is hypotenuse, and this is adjacent. So we'll try to write down AC is using opposite and hypotenuse. That's sine. Sine theta equals, opposite means AC over L. So what's AC? L times sine theta. What's the next one? BC you need. BC is adjacent. Adjacent and hypotenuse, that's cos. Cos theta equals BC over L. So what is BC? L cos theta. So that means in this triangle, this is L. The AC length is L sine theta. If this is theta, opposite side is L sine theta. This one is L cos theta. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 14. Epsilon means the entire set is equal to x is in between 1 and 13 and x belongs to z, integers only. So P means prime numbers. So we'll write down all the elements, prime numbers in between 1 and 13, and 1 and 13 also included, starting from 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. Those are prime numbers. Q means multiples of 3. So what are the multiples? 3, 6, 3 times 3, 9, then 12, that's all. That's Q. Show all the elements of the above sets in the Venn diagram given. So we have to find out what are the common terms. Look at carefully. 3 is common. What else? That's all. So 3 should be in between. Now you can fill the other numbers. P means 2, 5, 7, 11, 13. What about Q? 6, 9, 12. Now the other numbers you have to fill outside. 1 is there because 1 is included. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's the Venn diagram. So all the values are there 1 to 13. So you get 2 marks for that. 1 mark here and 1 mark showing the elements in P and Q. Question number 15. When x squared plus 12x plus 28 is divided by x plus 3, the remainder is x. Find the dividend. Or you can say this is the quotient, the answer, not the dividend, quotient. So here x squared plus 12x plus 28. So what you can do? If it's divisible, the remainder is 0. But there's a remainder x. So what should be the function then? You have to subtract x. So this becomes x squared plus 12x plus 28. This is x there, so you have to subtract x. Then that is divisible by x plus 7. You get x squared, 12 and 1, you get 11x plus 28. Now when you factorize this, you get one factor, x plus 7. So how you factorize? Plus 28. What are the factors to get 11? 7 and 4. Plus 7x and plus 4x. Then you split the middle term and you can get the factors. But what's the short method I taught you in my videos? Factors of x squared is x. X and x, you get x squared. How you get 28, 7 and 4? And positive is there, so both positive. Or if you can't do that at once, you split the middle term to 7x and 4x. And then take 2 at a time and factorize. X plus 7, x plus 4. So those are the two factors. So you get 2 marks for that. So what they ask? What is the quotient? Quotient means, dividend means the other answer. So this becomes the dividend or quotient. So we can write x plus 4 is the quotient. So 2 marks for that. If you are showing this exactly with long division, so this is what you get. So when you divide x plus 7 by x squared plus 12x plus 28, you get x plus 4 here and the remainder x. So that's what you are getting when you do division. When this is the expression, the number you get, this is the divisor and the quotient, and you get the remainder. Question number 16. Find the other angles of ABCD cyclic quadrilateral. So 2 lines are parallel. So because of that, we can say this is this and this. Both are allied angles add up to 180. So easily you can find ADC angle. 180 minus 130. That's 50 degrees. Again, we know opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral add up to 180. So this and this also 180. So what is that? DAB angle is 180 minus 130. That's 50 degrees. Both are 50s and you can find this angle. So what's that? The sum of angles of a quadrilateral is 360. So ABC angle 180 minus, not 180, 360. 360 minus sum of the other angles, 130, 50 and 50. 360 minus 100, so 230. 031. So angle is 130. So we found all the other angles. So you get 2 marks. Question number 17. Speed of the light is 3 into 10 to the power 5 kilometers per second. Convert to meters per second. So the time is the same, seconds. Only you have to convert kilometers to meters. So what you have to do? You have to multiply by 1000 because 1000 meters is 1 kilometer. So multiply by 1000, then it becomes meters per second. So you are not dividing by anything because same units for time. So 3 times this 3 and this 5, 10 to the power 5 plus 3, 8 meters per second is the speed. So 2 marks for that. Question number 18. You have given 3 to the power x minus 1 into 7 is 567. Find the value of x. So to write this as base 3, first you have to divide both sides by 7. So you have to get rid of this. So 3 to the power x minus 1 equals 7 times 8, 56 and 1. Now you can write down 81 in terms of base 3. You get 3 to the power 4 is 3 to the power x minus 1. Same base, you can compare the power. So these are equal. X minus 1 should be equal to 4. So what is x? Take minus 1 to the other side. That becomes 5. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 19. You have given 3 matrices. So find the matrix of A plus B minus 3. Same size, 2 by 1, 2 rows and 1 column. You can add or subtract with the same size of matrices. So A, 2/3, 2 and 3, not 2/3, plus 3 and 2, minus 5 and 5. Then what you do? You can add or subtract the corresponding elements. So first row, first column number, 2 plus 3, 5, 5 minus 5, 0. Then the other one, 3 plus 2, 5, 5 minus 5, 0. So that's a 0 matrix, null matrix. So 0, 0. 2 marks. Question number 20. Convert 0.075 decimal to a percentage. Whatever the fraction or decimal, how you convert? Multiply this by 100. So when you are multiplying this by 100, it's 100%. You move the decimal place 2 places to the right. 7.5%. 2 marks for that. Question number 21. Find the factors of the expression. So this is different to what you got previously. So there's a fraction also. We'll split that. You can write y squared x over y plus. Then this one, so this term multiply by x now. So you get x over y plus 1. Now we can simplify. X squared plus 1y get cancelled out. You get xy plus x over y. 1. Shall we write 1 as y over y? Because there's a y in the denominator. So we can write 1 as y over y. Now we'll try to take factors. Take these 2 and these 2 and take the factors. When you take 1x out, It's x plus y. Here what you can take, 1 over y is common, take it out, x plus y. Now can you see, you get the same factor x plus y and the remaining factor x plus 1 over y. So in this one you get fraction as well. So make sure that you split it. Instead of 1 you can write y over y. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 22. Distance between two cities is 8 kilometers. What is the map length in centimeters when 1 to 400,000 scale is used? 1 to 400,000 means 1 centimeter represent 400,000 centimeters. So in maps we take centimeters. So convert to kilometers. First you have to divide by 100 to convert to meters. So you get 4,000 meters is 1 centimeter. Then convert to kilometers. So you have to divide by 1,000. So 4 kilometers is 1 centimeter. But now we want 8 kilometers. That's multiplied by 2. So that's 2 centimeters. 4 times 2, that means this is also times by 2. So 2 centimeter length. 2 marks for that. Question number 23. According to the information given, find the values of x and y. So what you can say, so these two lengths are equal, so these two angles are equal. Look at these two triangles. This is A, put A. This is 180 minus that, 180 minus A. Here if this is A, this is also 180 minus A. Now look at APQ triangle is congruent to PBR triangle. So what's the case? Side, these two lengths are equal, these two lengths are equal, and the included angle is also equal. SAS, because of SAS, the two triangles are congruent. If the two triangles are congruent, corresponding elements are equal. So that means x is given 3y. That's already given. Then that means this is the corresponding elements. Opposite to this angle is 2x plus 2 is equal to 7y minus 1. How we solve? Two equations. So here we can substitute instead of x, that's 3y. 2x. So 2x, 2 times 3y plus 2 equals 7y minus 1. So 6y plus 2 becomes 7y minus 1. Now take all y terms to one side. You get 1y. Take minus 1 to this side, that's 3. So y becomes 3. If y is 3, what is x? X becomes 3 times y. 3 times 3, that's 9. So x is 9, y equals 3. So those are the two values for this triangle. So 2 marks for that. Question number 24, you have given x plus 2, x plus 4, x plus 6, x plus 8 and x plus 10. Mean of the above data is 16. Find the 5 values of given data. So mean means sum of all the terms. Divide by number of terms. So you add all these. Divide by, how many terms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's equal to mean value. That's 16. Now add like terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5x. 2 plus 4, 6. 6 and 6, 12. 20, 30 is equal to 5 times 16. You get 80. 5 times 6, 30. 5 times 1, 5 plus 3, 8. Now we can solve. 5x becomes 80 minus 30. You take 30 to the other side. That's 50 is 5x. Divide both sides by 5. X becomes 10. So, what are the 5 values now? First value is x plus 2. 10 plus 2 is 12. 10 plus 4, 14. 10 plus 6, 16. 10 plus 8, 18. 10 plus 10, 20. So, those are the 5 numbers. So, you get 2 marks for that. Question number 25. If cos x equals a over a squared plus 1, find the value of sin x. Now we know in a right angle triangle, if the angle is x, this is adjacent. Adjacent is a. Cos ratio is adjacent over hypotenuse. Then this becomes hypotenuse, a squared plus 1. So if you can find out the opposite side, opposite length, you can easily find out the sin x. So use Pythagoras Theorem. So we'll put here, this is x. No, don't use x because x is there. Y. So y squared is equal to hypotenuse squared square root squared minus other length squared, because hypotenuse is the longest side. So square and square root get cancelled out and you get a squared plus 1 minus a squared. A squared also get cancelled out, you get 1. Y becomes square root of 1. That's 1. You take only positive value. So this side is 1. So what is sine ratio? Sin x becomes opposite. That's 1 over hypotenuse is a squared plus 1. So you get this ratio. So you get 2 marks for that. So this is the last question in part A. We did all 25 questions and you can spend how many minutes altogether? So 1 hour you can spend, but try to do within 50 minutes. 2 times 25, 50 minutes, and the 10 minutes you can spend for checking your answers. So let's do paper 1 part B. Question number 1. You have to find out the mean speed and average speed. So 2 parts are there. So we'll do separately. Bus takes 2 hours to travel 150 kilometer distance PQ. So that means that's a distance PQ. It takes 2 hours. That's 150 kilometers. And 5 hours to travel 200 kilometers distance QR. There's another distance QR. That's 200 kilometers. It takes 5 hours. Find the average speed of the bus. So, average speed and mean speed. 2 things. So, you need to remember. What's average speed? Total distance traveled divided by the total time taken for traveling. So, average speed is equal to total distance divided by total time taken for traveling. So what's the total distance? 150 plus 200. You get 350 kilometers. What's the total time taken? 2 and 5, 2 plus 5, 7 hours. So what's the average speed? Divide by 7, you get 50 kilometers per hour. So that's the average speed. Then you have to find the mean speed. Mean speed is different. So what we do when you ask to find the mean speed, find the speed of the first part, find the mean of the second part, and you take the average. Average means add and divide by 2. So what's the speed of this part? So you can say mean speed is equal to, here what's the speed separately? 150 kilometers travelled within 2 hours. So according to this one, what speed? Distance over time. Plus, what's the speed here? 200 kilometers within 5. Then we add these two and divide by 2 is the mean speed. So you get 150 divided by 2 is 75. 200 divided by 5 is 40. So add it. You get 5. 7 plus 4, 11. Divide by 2. 2 times 5, 10. For 15, that's 7. And for 10, that's 5. 57.5 kilometers per hour. This is also speed, kilometers and hours, kilometers per hour. So look at the values. Those are not the same. So how many marks you can get for this one? So you get 2 marks for finding 50 kilometers per hour, and finding 57.5 you get 3 marks. So altogether 5 marks for part A. Let's do part B. A car takes to travel from A to B is 3 hours. A to B, 3 hours. B to C, 2 hours. If the distance between A and B is 220 kilometers and the average speed is 90 kilometers per hour, find the distance between B and C. So we don't know this distance. So we can put H or something, BC distance. So what's the definition of average speed? Average speed is equal to total distance divided by total time taken. So total distance is 220 and H addition. What's the total time? 3 plus 2, 5. That is given 90 kilometers per hour. Now solve the equation. Multiply both sides by 5. 220 plus H equals 5 times 90. 450. So what's H? 450 minus 220. You get 230 kilometers. This is in kilometers. So that's the BC distance. So how many marks for this step? So according to the marking scheme, so 230 kilometers, you get 5 marks for the whole thing. So you get 1 mark for creating this equation, 1 mark for each step. Altogether 5 marks. So 5 and previous 5, 10 marks for the whole question. Question number 2. It's about area and mass is also there, connected. So we'll try to do separately. So how many parts? 4 parts are there. Figure shows a metal sheet included a right angle triangle and 3 semicircular parts. Find the perimeter of the composite figure. Perimeter means outer length. So arc lengths, you have to find out separate arc lengths. So perimeter is half of a circle. So half of 2 pi r. 2 pi, you can take 22/7. Radius is 28 divided by 2. 28 is a diameter. So that's 14. Plus half into 2 pi r. What's the radius here? 21 is the diameter. Now 21/2. What's the third one? Big one, half into pi into r. R is 35/2 because 35 is the diameter. Now we need to simplify. 2 get cancelled out. Here 2 pi r, 2 is there. Then 7 times 2, 7 times 3, 7 times 5 here. Now we get 22 times 2, that's 44. Here 2 and this 22, 11. 11 times 3, 33. Here 2 times 11, 11 times 5, 55. So what's the perimeter? 8 plus 4, 12. 1 remaining. 5 plus 3, 8 plus 5, 13. So 132 centimeter is the perimeter of this composite figure. So how many marks? So according to this one, 2 marks. Find the area of the composite figure. So you have to find out area of the triangle and the areas of semicircles, 3 semicircles. So area. What's the area formula? Half into pi r squared. Pi 22/7. Radius means 14. So 14 times 14. Plus half times again 22/7. 21/2 times 21/2. Half times pi is 22/7 into 35/2 into 35/2 pi r squared. Plus, what's the area of the triangle? Half into base into height. That's 28 into 21. Now you need to simplify. So we can cut off all these 2's. 11, 11, 11 and here 14. 7, you can cut it. 2, 3, 5. Now we can take the common terms out. What's common for all these? 11 is common. So we'll take 11 from these 3. You get 2 times 14, that's 28. Then here we took 11 out. So you get 3 times 21, that's 63 divided by 4. Plus here 11 times, 11 is there, 5 times 35. 5 times 5, 25, 5 times 3, 15, plus 2, 17 divided by 4. Plus we'll multiply 14 and 21. 10 and 4. You get 294 there. So we'll add it. We'll add these two first because same denominator there. 5 plus 3, 8. 6 and 7, 13. And 2 divided by 4. Plus 294. Can we divide? 4 times 5, 20, 38. So you get decimals. So it doesn't matter, we'll write down 28 plus, what's the value? 4 times 5, 20, 38, 4 times 9, 36, for 20, that's 5, plus 294, these two addition, 0.5 is there, 9 and 8, 17, 1 remaining, 3 and 5, 8, plus 294. Multiply by 11. 11 times 5, 55. 5 remaining. 11 times 7, 77. Plus 5, 82. 8 remaining. 11 times 8, 88. And you get 7. 88 and 8. 96. So you get that plus 294. What's the total? You get 0.5. 4 plus 2, 6. 9 plus 6, 15. 1 remaining, 10 and 2, 12. So 1256.5. And this is about area, square meters. So this is square meters. And 1256.5. So how many marks for this one? So the answer is 1256.5. You get 4 marks for that. So 4 marks for that. Let's take the next part. If the gauge of the sheet is 40 millimeters, find the volume of the sheet. Now we found out the area of the sheet. Now the gauge means the width, the height of this one is just 40 millimeters. Find the volume. So cross-sectional area into height is the volume. This is like a prism. The cross-sectional area is this. But the problem is both are not in same units. So we'll convert 40 millimeters to centimeters. You divide by 10. So that means 4 centimeters there. So what's the volume? Cross-sectional area into the height. 1256. 1256.5 into 4. 4 times 5, 20. 2 remaining. 4 times 6, 24. Plus 2, 26. 4 times 5, 20, 22. 2 remaining. 4 times 2, 8 plus 2, 10. 1 remaining. 4 times 1, 4 plus 1, 5. 5026 cubic centimeters is the volume of this sheet. If mass of the sheet of 1 cubic centimeter is 4 grams, find the mass of the sheet. So 1 cubic centimeter is 4 grams. So the sheet is 4026 cubic centimeters. So you have to multiply by 4 again. 4 times 6, 24. 4 times 2, 8 plus 2, 20. 4 times 5, 20. So 2,204, that's in grams, or you can write in kilograms, divide by 1000, 20.204 kilograms. You can divide by 1000 there. So how many marks for these two? So you get 5026, 2 marks, and 20.104. Again multiply and see. 4 times 0. Here 4 times 6, 24. 2 remaining. 4 times 2, 8 plus 2, 10. 1 remaining. So here we made a mistake there. So this should be 1. One 20.104 or 20,104 grams. So how many marks for this one? 2 marks. So we'll see whether you get all 10 marks. 2 and 2, 4, 4, 8 and 2, 10 marks altogether. Let's do question number 3. Following pie chart shows the time taken to travel to work for 180 workers given in minutes. So this is a pie chart. So we'll use the pie chart to fill the table and draw the histogram. So let's do, there are 4 parts in this question. Following pie chart shows the time taken to travel to work for 180 workers in minutes. Find the value of A. How can we find out A? We know the sum of angles around a point is 360. So we can find easily the value of A. 360 minus all these values given. 90, 120, 60 and 48. So 360 minus 8, add all the other numbers, 9 plus 2, 11, 11 plus 6, 17, 17 plus 4, 21, 2 remaining, 3. So 318 we have to subtract. You get 2, 4, that means 42 degrees for A. Find the angle represented by the pie chart for a worker. So 1 worker, 180 workers, this is 360. So 180 workers, that's 360 degrees. So what about 1 worker? What's the angle? 360 divided by 180, that's 2. 2 degrees is 1 worker. So how many marks for these 2 steps? You get 42, just 1 mark, and 2 degrees, 1 mark. So 2 marks we have already given. Part 3, complete the table. So class interval. So we'll start from this corner. No, this is 0 to 10. 0 to 10 and 10 is included. That's 120 is there. So 120 degrees. So we need to first find out. 120 means 2 degrees means 1 worker. So what about 120 degrees? You have to divide by 2. So 60 workers. So 60 there. The next one, 10 to 20. 20 is included. That's 90 degrees. 90 means 1 degree. 2 degrees is 1 worker. So divide by 2, that's 45 workers. Then the next one, 22, 30, 30 included. 60 degrees, that means divide by 2, 30 workers. 32, 40, A we found 42. Divide by 2, 21. The next one, 40 to 50. 48 degrees, divide by 2, 24 workers. So those are the intervals. So what's the total number of workers? You can add it. 5, 6, 4, 10, 1 remaining, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 18, 180 workers are there. So how many marks for constructing this table? So you are getting 30, 21, 24, 180. So that's 4 marks for creating this table. So we gave 2 marks. So 4 and 2, 6. Show this information by a histogram, number of workers and time. So we know these intervals. So X, we found out 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. We need those values. 60, 45, 30. 60, 45, 30. Then the other values. 21, 24. 24, that's 180. Okay, now we can mark. Now the intervals are the same. The width is the same. So, same width for bars. So, how can we draw? 0 to 10. This one, 60. So, already given the value. So, it's easy. 60. There. 10 to 20, 45. In between 40 and 50. 20 to 30, that's 30. 30 to 40, that's 21. So just slightly up. 40 to 50, 24. So this is the histogram. So how many marks? You are getting 4 marks for this histogram. So we gave 6 and this 4, altogether 10 marks. So 4 marks for this question, drawing the histogram properly. Let's do question number 4. That's probability question. So you get 3 parts here. This is third one. There are 1 red, 1 blue and 3 green marbles in a box. Child is taken a marble from the box randomly and observe the color. Then he takes another marble from the box without replacing the first one. So not replacing, so the probabilities are changing now. Find the probabilities indicating unknown letters given in the tree diagram to represent all possible outcomes of taking 2 marbles. So red one, how many reds are there? 1 out of, how many red ones? 1 out of, total is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is A? 1 over 5. Then B taking a blue one, first time. 1 blue is there out of 5, 1 over 5. C is taking green one, 3 are there, 3 out of 5. Now D is the second time you are taking. So already taken red one, now already 4 marbles are there. Out of 4, how many blue ones? You get 1. E means already red one taken, so 4 is there. How many green ones? 3. F means already blue one is taken. What is the probability of getting red? 1 over 4. G means already taken blue one. What is the probability of getting green one? 3 over 4. H means green one is already taken. What is the probability of getting a red one? So, H means probability of getting red one, already green one is taken. So, 4 is the denominator, red one's only 1. Blue one, already 1 green one taken. So, 1 over 4. What about green one? Green one is taken. So, now only 2 green ones are there. 2 over 4. So, you can simplify 2 over 4 as half. So, those are the probabilities, and probabilities are changing because this is without replacing. So, we'll see whether we can give marks for all these. We can give 5 marks. 5 marks, so these two 1 mark like so. 5 marks altogether we can give for this. Find the probability of getting 2 green marbles. So, green marbles, green and green, C, J. C is 3/5, 2/4. 3/5 and 2/4. Probability of both green. You get here 2 times 2, 3 over 10. 5 times 2, 10. Find the probability of getting at least 1 green marble. 1 green. 1 green means it can be red-green. At least 1 means 1 green or more than 1 green. Red-green is okay. Blue-red can't. Blue-green is okay. Green-red, okay. Green-blue, okay. Green-green, okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 possibilities are there, but if you can find out these 2 other possibilities and subtract from 1, it is easy. So, what is probability of getting red and blue, and probability of getting this branch blue or blue and red? Red means 1/5, blue means 1/4. Blue means 1/5, second time red is 1/4. So, you get 1 over 20 and 1 over 20, that's 2 over 20, that's 1 over 10, divided by 2. Now, the other possibilities are 1 minus 1 over 10. That means 10 over 10 minus 1 over 10, you get 9 over 10. So, how many marks? So, you are getting 3 over 10, 2 marks. So, earlier we gave 5 marks for the probabilities. So, 7 and 3 marks for this question. So, 3 marks for this one, altogether 10 marks. Question number 5 is about Venn diagrams. Students are studying Italian, German and French, expecting a job in abroad. 95 students study all 3 languages. So, that means 95 is the whole set. And it says 70 students study French. 70 students study French. 40 students study Italian. Italian is this circle. So, 40 students study Italian. And a number of students who study both Italian and French, and B number of students who study only German. Only German is B. So, this one is both Italian and French. That's A number of students. So, A is in between. That's the intersecting point, the area with the two circles. Then include above information in the Venn diagram and write down the regions A and B in terms of sets F and I using set notation. F is French, I means Italian. So what is A? A means intersection of F and I. So you can easily write A is F, A region is F intersection I. That's the common region for both. And what is the region B? Outside. Outside the two circles here. So what is inside means union. F union I. Outside means dash. So B means F union I outside. F union I means inside, B is outside it, so that's dash. So how many marks for these two steps? So you get 5 parts here, so 2 marks for each. So 1 mark and 1 mark for this. And here 2 marks for this diagram. Let's take the next one. Find B in terms of A. So we found out this is A, this is B, 70, 40, 95. B in terms of A. Now what we can write? We can find out the values here. This becomes A. This becomes 70. What is this one? This region becomes 40 minus A. Now we'll write down all these values should be equal to 95. If you want, you can write 70 minus A as well. But if you are taking the full circle, we can include that 70 there. And then 40 minus A. This region, now both circles are okay, plus B equals 95. Now you can solve that. 70 plus 40 is 110 minus A plus B is 95. So we need to write B. So what is B? Take it to the other side. Minus A becomes A minus 110 plus 95. So you get, what's the difference? 5 and 5, 10 and 1. So A minus 15 is B. Find the value of A when B equals 0. So B equals 0. You can substitute. 0 equals A minus 15. A becomes 15. That's substitution. So you get 2 marks each. So A minus 15, 2 marks. And then you get A equals 15, 2 marks. We'll take the last part. Part 5. If I is a subset of F, that means all elements in I belongs to F. Draw another Venn diagram showing regions and find the value of B. So we'll try to draw that. So I is a subset of F. So that means there should be a small circle. So I'll make it bigger. And I need to draw a small circle again. That's inside. what are the values now? 95 outside. And I means Italian. How many students? Italian 40. So Italian, this is 40 inside. Then the other one, Italian, and then 70 is French. So French is this. So this is German. So German, we found out that's B. And what's A? A is both Italian and French. So both Italian and French, that's A here. That now it's 40 because I is a subset of that. So what happens to the values now? F means 70, no? So F means the French circle. That's 70. Can mark that, but not A. So that's the final diagram. So how many marks for that? So you can say 70, 40, B outside. So you get again 2 marks for drawing the diagram. So this is the last question in this paper. So we covered all 25 short questions and 5 long questions. So you have to do all 5. So each question worth 10 marks. So make sure that you do the paper first and then watch my video to check your answers.